Hello, it is me, Pearl, from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot, and we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others and in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we do need to shift and change the energy within. And hopefully, my readings help you do just that. I take a look at what is going on within you. You look at how it's translating outside. And based on that information, you're able to pivot. So that is my hope and my intention for these readings. And I am going to do the Friday love reading, which is what is the masculine energy thinking, feeling, saying, doing. How can we create harmony for all of that? And what's the happiness potential? And then I do the same thing for the feminine energy as well. And we just kind of ping pong back and forth through here. So we get a sense of what everyone is doing. And I just realized I forgot to pull my oracles. So I'll shuffle through those. And we will have oracles as well as a self-care activity that is recommended for the entire week. And I do recommend doing those self-care activities. It really does help. Trust me. All of my long form content, ad-free, can now be found over at passes.com/pearlsprayers. There'll be a link below. It's also, if you click on the link to go to turnedintarot.com and you select Pearl's Prayers, you can see there that you can follow me over there for free and you can see content for free. If you are a member, you will see it the day that it is released, even before the YouTube video goes out in its entirety. You don't have to watch it in two parts anymore. And there's, of course, no advertising over there. Over here on YouTube, the first part will always be available. And then you have the option to go over and watch the rest of it for free. It will just take a few days for you to be able to see it. But it will still always be there for you. I did not get to the financial reading yesterday. So I will be doing that tomorrow instead, because tomorrow's kind of my wild card reading, and that is what I will be planning to do tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look at the divine masculine energy inside of self and as expressed outside of self. So this will probably be in those in your life that lean more into a masculine energy, or maybe you yourself lean more into the masculine energy. Sometimes we think, because we're associating energy with gender when that's not what it is, we think that the other person is like the masculine energy, and then we realize we live in our head all the time, and that's actually masculine energy, being analytical and logical, and it has nothing to do with gender. It's just the poor terms we use to describe something that's almost indescribable, I guess. We have here the Queen of Swords. So the overall energy for this week for the masculine energy has been thinking a lot, because the Queen of Swords is a thinker. But the Queen of Swords is very discerning also, and level-headed, and has a clarity, gets clarity, is able to get concisely, like right to the point of things. Also creates a strategy and creates a plan, which she then translates to the King of Swords, who then implements that action. So this is someone who's been thinking of a plan. That's the energy of this. So this is the energy coming through this week, is like coming up with a plan. Or also it can be logically considering something, because I also get the sense that somebody is approaching this feminine energy and asking them to consider something. And so there's a feeling of waiting for somebody to be clear about their decision, and also a person that's having something to consider. So that's also coming up. This person is looking a little bit intimidating. We don't know if they're going to say yes or no based on their facial expression. I'm getting a sense that there is a fear that they don't really understand which way this could go, and that's what makes approaching someone like this pretty intimidating, especially if they've known feminine energy to be cutting and judgmental and in the past. They may be a bit on the defensive now this week going forward. You also may be on the defensive about someone approaching you. I get a sense that you want to hear, like you're open to hearing what someone might say, but you also might put your foot down. So that's the overall energy of the mind. And the overall energy of the heart, or the feminine energy, is the World card. This is closure. And coming out with this Queen of Swords, we've got done like a house vibe. Like from this, for me, this is like, I'm done. And it's good. It's like cutting yourself off from anything that was just perpetuating itself in this endless cycle that was, no longer entertaining to you anymore. Like it left you feeling lackluster in your life, and you're just like, no, I'm not doing any more of that. This is also, on a positive note, having a really clear picture in your mind that includes strategy, that isn't just this amorphous thing anymore. It's like having an actual sight on like, oh, could I really do that? I guess I think I can. I think I can actually plan out the steps now in a way that I couldn't before. To have all of the bounty and abundance that I desire manifest, and also then be able to be implemented in some way in my life and managed, instead of just imagined or dreamed about and then squandered when it comes. Or this is a very interesting energy for me. I'm seeing, in some cases, somebody is cutting someone else off forever. I'm not going there with you ever again. We're done. And it can be like a person that you're focused on that's cutting someone out of their life. You could be cutting out someone from your life. But there is this put a fork in me energy. What is supporting this? Well, we've got the Moon card for the divine masculine energy. So fear and anxiety and the dream and fantasy we talked about. Subconscious stuff going on. Secrets, mysteries, and intuition. The train whistle. Not something I noticed a lot recently, so very interesting to hear it right now. But secrets and mysteries, stuff going on, definitely a dream world that this masculine energy was like containing inside. And so the willingness for the mind to think through some kind of plan or a strategy it's two parts. It's like, I'm afraid if I don't do something, I could potentially piss someone off, on just a very shallow level. On a deeper level, I have these dreams, like there's a fear, and that's supporting my decision to approach this person who might be a little bit harsh or critical about this. But on the other hand, I have all these dreams and fantasies about what this will be like if I can just get over the fear of laying out a strategy and having the consistency to follow through so that it works out and for the best now, and to believe in the best instead of fearing the worst. So you're believing the best is happening. What is supporting the feminine energy here with this World card? The Magician card. So this is really aligning your thoughts, your feelings, and then using all of the tools you have, all of your senses, all of your knowledge, all of your skills, all of your network, everything that you've been doing and making and creating, and balancing it with feeling that there is also this higher power, the higher self, God, goddess energy, whatever it is, the supreme, whatever. That energy is effectively bringing your creation into the world. So your mind has these dreams and fantasies and calling, and your heart is seeking to manifest that into the world. And those two things together bring it about. So, okay, so that was a lot of blah for the, if you're still with me, thank you. I'm so glad you're still here. But what we're saying in this reading basically is that in terms of love and romance and connection, there's a person who has been dreaming and fantasizing about being with you, and they want to approach you and they want to tell you how they feel, and they have a plan or a strategy for doing that, for communicating, and they have been doing a lot of overthinking about that, and they are looking like they're carrying some fear about this approach. However, you are doing such a great job of manifesting the world that you desire. Your ability to hold your vision and believe in its fulfillment is like pulling this energy in and giving it the strength and courage to face you, and you opening your heart to compassion and forgiveness and patience is also allowing a soft landing place for anybody that might be returning and communicating with you. Like, you've made these deep changes and it's apparent to those around you. So that's just the overall energy of this week. Okay, let's get into the main reading now. The first position that we're going to look at is, what is the masculine energy thinking about the feminine energy?